VRL's brand new Siemens sets have been arriving en masse lately and have slowly begun entering service. As of now, we are about 50% complete with all the Siemens sets. VRL is supposed to have 36, and right now they have 18. So, as the 18th set arrived, it had something completely different. The paint scheme was what people call banana yellow. The Via set, now known as Lumi, was actually a nod towards the turbo trains back in the 1970s. So I guess we could consider it a heritage unit? Or heritage set in this case. Lumi arrived in early July and was set to be in service by the end of August. Meanwhile, Lumi was being tested between Ottawa and Montreal for its eventual revenue runs. But Lumi entered service way ahead of schedule. It was set for late August, but instead, it was put into service late July, way ahead of schedule. And of course, it only operated between Toronto and Ottawa or Toronto and Montreal. So I couldn't see it if I were to stay wherever I was. And by the glory of plot, while I was taking the train home after being in Toronto for a bit, it showed up. What are the chances where I go to Toronto and I actually see it without trying? Jeez, it looks like a B. Anyway, aside from that, Lumi is actually short for luminosity, which, okay, not really the most exciting name. Well, I mean, Lumi sounds like a protagonist in some sort of anime, but yeah, there's that. And surprisingly, well, kind of not really surprisingly, everyone started calling it Lumi, which, again, not really too surprising if you think of it. So yeah, that's Canada's new special train, I guess, because, well, we don't really have anything too new, I guess. A lot of people have been saying that the paint scheme for Lumi isn't accurate. Well, if you look at it hard enough, you can say it does look inaccurate. The black is not supposed to be black, it's supposed to be navy blue. But again, it's a nod, so I guess that translates into it's supposed to be close, but not exactly the same. I don't know, that's just what I think. It's probably a whole different term entirely, so don't take my word for it in this case. Well, it seems like Via Rail is prioritizing Lumi to be on trains more often than the others. I don't know, that's just what I think. Again, don't take my word for it. Well, it's been 2 years since the first Siemens set has arrived and operated. That's pretty crazy, kind of. And we're 50% there, so if all goes well, it will all be done by 2026. I have an ever so slight suspicion that we're gonna go past 36 if demand calls for it. So yeah, we'll definitely get our initial 36 in time, maybe, maybe not. Siemens is quite backlogged with orders from Amtrak, VRL, EXO, and future ones that will pop up eventually, like TRE, and definitely a lot more. So, who knows? We might get a delay, we might not. But yeah, seems like we're almost there, guys. Anyway, what do you guys think about Lumi? Is the paint scheme good in your eyes? Is it not? Is the name Lumi good, or does it sound more like an anime protagonist? And they should have went with something else. But yeah, that will pretty much end this video. Bye.